Welcome to the podcast. My name is John Murphy, and this is CCR Question 3. I began with my Premiere Pro journey back in September with the first project where I was very confused with even putting a video in a system. Then I learned how to link videos together and do some basic effect to the videos. From there, I progressed to editing audio with the creation of a podcast where I learned how to sound out effects to overlap of audio that was entered. I also learned how to alter the volume levels of my sound to help them mesh. After a few more projects where I later hone in my skills, I progressed to the midterm project where my skills would be tested and where I would try more advanced editing techniques to try and achieve the best possible grade. This is how I progressed my skills to intermediate level on Adobe Premiere Pro. The process of research and planning began with finding out what type of film we were going to be making with the case studies and genre analysis to better understand what would be needed to create a good movie. Then we would begin with a storyboard where we would plan everything out and get everything ready for shooting, like the location, props, and costume design. The process of team collaboration and the creation of this was easy because everyone participated in the creation of the storyboard and collaborative work put forth. During editing, however, there were some challenges that I faced along the way. I had trouble inserting clips into the film because of the issues of cross-compatibility between the Apple products and Premiere Pro. Another problem I had along the way was that finding the correct sounds to put into the film. This was important because they would add an important technical element to the movie. Back to filming, I learned the basics of a camera with the assignments such as camera techniques and key features of the camera and what they did. I learned how to incorporate different camera movements, shots, and angles from assignments where we were tasked to take videos and pictures using different angles, shots, and other aspects. Lights and shades were used in the production with natural light coming through the tree canopy and the sunlight coming from it. I learned how to use different types of fonts and typefaces in the midterm project where I would have to insert text for the person's name in the movies, where I would test different fonts and colors to see which one would best fit the clips. I experienced a hectic process of post-production where I would have to stay up late at night to finish the creation of this in the long search of sound effects from various websites. The process of choosing props was not too bad. There are a few props used besides the stuff the character used and some other small bits since it was not a shot in the forest, and the natural props would best be suiting the area. But the props that were used were arranged mostly on the character and in the tree for a couple of shots with them in it. The process of choosing the cast was not too hard since Connor fit the character of the victim and he wanted to act. And since I fit the character of the other person and I did not mind acting, while Cooper was more hesitant at acting. So in the end, that me and Connor were the ones who were acting and Cooper was the director and person who filmed. They were arranged by what would best suit their character on the people we had in the group and who wanted to act. The process of deciding the location was decided in the storyboard as well as memory that I have of the trail in the woods that are next to my house. This made it easier to plan what we would do as well as making the storyboard make sense during filming. The locations weren't arranged in the order they presented on the storyboard. Well, that's all the time I have today. And thank you for listening to the process of how this was created, as how I progressed up to this point when making everything.